Hey guys, it's Shoddy here. Welcome to part 14 of Let's Play Robot Arena 2. Today I'm going to be doing some fighting today with this rammer I built in the last episode. So if you want to see how this is built, basically you got the inside here, but if you really want to know the process that I had to go through to actually make this how it is now, then go check out the last episode. Basically it just proves how tough this robot actually ended up being to build, and even then I didn't get quite the specifications I really wanted. I wanted these razor tips to be iron spikes as well, but I just couldn't get the weight to actually do that, so basically I've gone with this little setup. The robot seems quick enough, and I'm not sure why some of the graphics are glitching here. See if going to low or high detail. Going into low detail actually kind of helps. Oh no, that only seems to happen when I'm recording, so it's a bit weird, but it doesn't really matter too much, so I'm gonna leave the robot nameless for now anyway. Or just for now, so I still can't think of a good name for this robot, so anyway, you got the Downtown Rumble. Oh, fuck up. I accidentally, I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit. I know it sounds lighter in the actual video than it does to me, just because I got my recording settings so that the game records a little bit lower, or the sound when I'm recording sounds lower than what it actually is, but I can barely hear myself talking at those settings I was just on, so I'm gonna have to do this. Anyway, these fights should not be too hard. I should be able to win at the very least every points battle ever, just because of the amount of weapons I've got compared to all these guys. And in fact, these should be destroyed pretty easily as well. Bot 204 is at the moment done for, so I think a couple more good hits, and then probably 2 more hits and I'm done with Bot 204. There goes one more good hit. There you go, finally got there. Well, I say finally, it didn't take too long at all. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to rip off many pieces, and I thought this robot would be a little bit faster if I'm honest. I actually might try and make an adjustment, see if that works after this tournament. Because I believe I've got a plan to actually save some weight and maybe use that to use some faster motors, or the HPZs. So I'm going to quickly do that after this tournament, just to see if I can make the robot a little bit faster. I believe Shinies may even have some more grip as well, so we should be good on that front. But yeah, I completely forgot to do this in the last part, so, and I just realised how much it may be able to help me. And I'm not even sure if I got enough battery power either. I'm losing quite a bit of battery power. It shouldn't matter too much, but still, it could be quite annoying. And I figured I would have done a lot more damage to these robots than what I have at the moment. I've got no idea why. I mean, I do have an idea why. It's because I'm going so slowly at the moment. But yeah, I haven't done too much damage to these. I'm going to win on points easily. I've got no worries about that. Anyway, I finally ripped the wheel off of Mad. And I ripped the other one off as well, which is nice. So now basically I can just focus my attention on Catfish right now. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm hitting the chassis or the iron spikes. Because if I'm hitting the iron spikes, I'll probably still be alright. But then I'm not doing any damage to the chassis either. And yeah, as the battery power goes way lower, yeah, I'm going as fast as a freaking Land Rover at the moment. Or like, a Mini Cooper in like car terms or something. Or that one mission in Gran Turismo 5, or no, Gran Turismo 6, that little special mission with the Moon Rover. Yeah, this is what the robot's reminding me at the moment. But anyway, I've got one more good hit to actually go. There you go. With 20 seconds left, I managed to destroy all of them. Although I may have to do something about this. Thankfully, you automatically charge up afterwards, so you don't have to worry about that too much. But yeah. Anyway, I'm up against some pretty tough opponents. The little dog is actually pretty tough for me because of the wedge. Berserker is obviously just tough in general, in like, you know, compared to other stock lightweights. Oh shit, is this invertible? Or is this going to stay up at its top? This should technically be invertible because I got no reason to believe why it wouldn't, but still a little bit of a risk considering, as I mentioned in the last, like the figures can be a little bit wonky. But yeah, I should be able to maybe rip off some of the axe eggs on Berserker. If I get some good hits in, it shouldn't be too hard. I want to really focus my attention on Berserker for the moment, because that's definitely going to be the biggest threat. Because I don't believe the dog can actually really do anything to me. And anyway, Berserker's flipped up, and I don't think he can self-ride, doesn't seem to be attempting to anyway, so I can literally just focus all my attention on the dog, little dog right now. I keep thinking of the dog for some reason, that's the middleweight. There's little dog, dog, and I believe big dog is the heavyweight. I mean, they're all pretty much useless, but yeah. Anyway, Berserker's officially been immobilized. I just need like a couple more good hits on. There you go. That's the little dog done. And and accidentally stand in the middle of the blocks. But yeah, I managed to get the win there. 216 points. 875 record. So yeah, I'm actually going to quickly replace these motors and try and get some HVZs here. I didn't actually try and do this earlier, but this should actually make it fit. Basically, I'm going to rotate it a total of 9 times, or 90 degrees. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so this should make the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good, that's good. I may have missed one, but that looks good. So, but yeah, hopefully this makes the wheels actually fall down the ground, because for some reason it's like the default, you have to rotate it so these shinies hit the ground, just because of like how the motor is set up and everything, the shape of it kind of means you have to do that. So, but anyway, let's do all this stuff now. Thankfully I've only got 2 motors, so it's not too repetitive. Alright, so let's just test out the speed of this. Let's make sure it works. Yep, everything seems good. It's much quicker than before. I can actually, no I can't. I was going to say I could probably fit in another iron spike, but I forgot it's 240. The weight limit's 249. I mean 248.9 instead of 249.9. And let's go on to, I believe is this a tabletop event, I believe? No, it's in the, no, not the compressor arena. I forget, the Metal Skull arena, this is what it's called. Also, I completely forgot to put this into, forward mode or set the starting position. Doesn't really matter in the end, but can be quite annoying considering I'm always usually on orbit cam. Maybe I'll have to change the default to watch cam, but we'll see how we go. But anyway, this should win quite easily and quite quickly. My only problem is I don't have too much control of this thing, and I don't know. I just ripped off completely its weapon, so. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! I'm up on my top. Thankfully, it's gonna actually push me out. And this is actually invertible, which is actually no, I don't know. Is this invertible? Yeah, I believe it is. I believe I'm upside down right now. So it's a good thing it's invertible as well. Oh dear. Oh shit, I forgot I'm upside down. There you go. Oh, no. What way am I facing at the moment? I've got no idea. That's the one tough thing about this robot. I can't actually tell what way I'm facing at the moment. If I'm upside down or the right way up. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I keep actually stopping the count, but it does not matter. Like, I suppose I get more career points doing this in the end, so it can only be good for me in terms of that. Oh, God damn it. Sometimes I can't even point this thing straight at all. There you go, it's all done now. Stinger is out. Don't have too much repairs to do, or I do, but not really much that matters. Anyway, this is Eye Pounder. Yeah, this is Eye Pounder. Hopefully it shows a little bit more control than Stinger. It's not just me bashing aimlessly the chassis for the whole entire match. Thankfully it actually gets down here alright, so we actually got a bit of a fight on our hands. Probably won't be much of a fight still, but still. At least it managed to get past like stage 1 of actual like robot control. I thought I just managed to rip his wheel off there. Unfortunately I didn't, but if I actually get a good aim on it, I hate it when it does that. Like sometimes you just completely lose control of the robot. And, well, that chassis was destroyed quite quickly. But yeah, sometimes you just completely lose control of the chassis, no matter what. Like it just spins out of control for some reason, and like lifts up. Got no idea why, but I believe it's just the way the drives basically planted on. And I believe maybe the motor's supposed to hit the ground, which may have something to do with it. I don't know, that's kind of just my theory. Ooh. Yeah, like don't have like the greatest control on this at the moment. That's why I'm just spinning around everywhere. This is not the easiest thing to control, even though it may look quite simple. I mean, not that it really matters, because unless I'm right near the pit, then yeah, these stock robot can't really harm me unless it's something like Berserker, as I keep saying. Which does remind me, I really got to get to some middleweights and heavyweights. I don't even think I've done stock mini weights in this series yet, so I could be wrong, but I mean, I haven't done stock heavyweights since like the first episode, which was, you know, recorded like 2 years ago. Like even more than 2 years ago, more like 2.5. And then stock mini weights, I don't even remember doing that in general. So yeah, maybe I've got to get into the maybe I've got to use my pop-up mini middleweight that I showed in the last episode as an example. Maybe just if I want to have a little bit of fuckery on this game and just pretty much 1 or 2 hit robots, get some easy wins onto that counter. Although then again, like, because I'm thinking about also doing a Starcore episode with it, depending on how this robot performs just against the stock robots. I mean, it does seem to be doing pretty fine, so I imagine it can go up against at least some of the wait, not Starcore, Ultimate Stock AI, which does have stock Starcore robots in it. Like, it has the Starcore V4 pack, I believe, as long as like a bunch of other AI packs as well. So you may be seeing this in action, maybe not next episode, because I've kind of I built another replica recently, and I kind of want to use that in a video. Maybe do some more Robot Wars stuff. But maybe in a bit after that, I'll get back to this robot, maybe use it against the Starcore robots, and see how it does against those. It give me a bigger challenge. I mean, I keep saying Starcore, but Ultimate Stock AI. I mean, it'll be up against Starcore robots. I'm not lying about that, but it'll be up against other robots as well. I'm probably not going to do career mode for those videos either. One, because there's too many teams to verse everyone, and career mode would kind of just be pointless. And two, so many parts are going to get ripped off that it pretty much does become really unfair, because every other robot just repairs itself automatically. Well, the player gets the unfairness of not being able to repair all your robots, which does make sense, but I do wish that other robots had some sort of damage on them as well as the rounds went on. Because, I mean, if you build a good enough robot like I have here, then against stock AI, it does not really matter, like, if you don't repair all your parts. As long as you build, like, replace, like, your most important ones, then you're fine. But if you're up against, like, the ultimate stock AI teams, or, like, Starcore, or any other, like, stock AI pack other than maybe, like, RFS, which is basically, like, the earliest, AI pack there is, so it makes sense that the robots aren't quite up to scratch there. And also, I've completely lost the wheel, so this is pretty much just a sit and spin robot right now, unfortunately. Oh, that seems immobilized anyway, so... Okay, I really didn't want it to, I didn't really want to stop the count there, because I may be stuffed if I did. Oh wow, that was the final anyway. Anyway, let me just, put this on the forward heading. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, we've already done 2 tournaments, but it feels like I've been recording for quite a while now. But anyway, let's go on to the Pit of Destruction, which I believe is also another... Yeah, it's in the Metal Skull Arena. Let me just keep on Orbit Can now that I've basically... Oh shit, no, this is quite hard to control. Oh, again, like, this drive just keeps going out of control. I mean, thankfully, as I keep saying, these AI robots are fucking useless, but it's still quite annoying. Anyway, I believe I just managed to get a rip-off from old Catfish there. Yeah, I'm going back onto watch cam, because, in fact... There you go. Orbit cam on this robot's just really annoying. It's alright with something like Ming 2, or Ming 3 I should say, just because it's not the quickest robot in the world. You don't really have to focus too much on controlling it, like it controls normally. Unlike with this robot, with its continual... Oh shit! Oh, that was my mistake. Okay, so that was a fail by me. I ended up losing that event. Let's go on to, I believe this is a tabletop arena. This is the combat arena. And up against Arc Pounder Ian, so this should be quite easy. This might actually be done in like a few seconds here. I believe I got... Oh no. Oh my god. Hate it when that happens. Anyway, I've only got one more hit to go, so this could be done in about 15 seconds. No, I missed the chassis, and I missed it again. Should be quicker than the last fight. Yeah, I do it in 18 seconds. So not very hard there. Don't have to spend too much time with my robot either, which is nice. Anyway, we're up against Jackpot. So let's quickly dispose of this. Get really big hit there. Get him some really big hits. Almost done already. Can this be quicker than the Arc Pounder fight? I doubt so, because I believe this has a little bit better armor. I completely forget. I don't quite remember what the stock robots like armor types are. I was managed to completely ripped off the weapon. And I believe this only has one more hit anyway. Nope, now it does. And in fact, the Sparks just managed to completely destroy it. I only took about 26 seconds this time. Although unfortunately I can't actually repair on my robot. It actually managed to do a lot more damage. This might be a bit harder. I mean, I say a bit harder. I mean, maybe take it slower to kill just because of the wedge. Although by the looks of it, it's not really going to matter. But the saw blades actually do matter there, because I would have been able to get a good attack on Little Dog if it weren't for those. Oh my god, spinning around stuff's kind of getting annoying now. It's got me firmly on my wedge, and I can't. Thankfully, this is quite durable, so it does not really matter if we go into its weather. I can probably escape quite easily. Well, please don't get stuck. There you go. Thank God. I really don't want to have to face the embarrassment of losing to Little Dog legit. Anyway, now I'm upside down, so my controls are of course going to be inverted. As I said, like, this will probably take a little bit slower to kill than the others, particularly the wedge. But by the looks of it, maybe it'll be under a minute. I mean, I can't actually be too sure at the moment. Oh, no, I don't think it's going to be under it. Nope, it is under a minute, 57 seconds. So yeah, my game aim is right now is just to defeat every robot in a minute or less. So I'm up against Catfish, so should not be too hard of a fight. Again, like, the main problem seems to be just my control in general. Unfortunately, it's got those iron spikes, so every frontal hit, like, it's not going to do as much to the chassis as it is the iron spikes. Well, it does seem to be doing a bit, which is nice. And now I got it on its... Oh, I did have it. A good attack line up on its side. Ooh, managed to get a good hit around the back. Got 30 seconds for my goal, and it is pretty much right down, so... Definitely still alive. The dream is still alive. Oh, fuck. Oh, man, that was... There you go, one more hit. And, or maybe two more hits. Nope, one more good hit, and 45 seconds, so my goal is complete. Every robot killed in a minute or less. 200 points. Let's go to the Powerbolt Championship, which is an Octagon event, which is interesting. So, up against Bot 204. So I managed to get such a big hit that I actually managed to completely go over the wedge. Now, it's completely rolled me over like 3 or 4 times completely. Like, I've really got to be careful on this. This is probably the arena that I'm going to have the most trouble with, like, for combat arenas anyway. I probably struggle a bit more in, like, you know, the ringed tabletop arena, just because of the edges and that. It can be it'd probably be quite tough to actually steer. It's actually got completely under me. Now it's attacking my underside. Thankfully, saw blades are not great weapons whatsoever, so it's not really doing too much for me. Unlike, say, if it was like a razor tip or something, it would be much better. I managed to actually push it down the pit, so, which is nice. Probably saved me a little bit less of annoyance there. Oh, I may as well just repair that. Alright, I'm just going to charge right at it. Oh, nope. Civil disobedience, so... This is a robot I've not faced in this episode yet, which is... Or no, actually, I believe I faced it once in like a 4-way. I mean, it's definitely the first time I'm facing it one-on-one. And yet, it's exposed its back to me, so should not be a hard kill whatsoever. In fact, I believe now that wheel looks so close to actually going off, so... And that pulverizer is going to do the job for me. It's all destroyed in 26 seconds. Get everything repaired. See, it is nice to actually be able to repair everything. Up gets jackpot again. That was a mistake by me. Oh, man. I almost kind of wish I kept the HBZs, but I mean just the regular PZs, but I don't know. I believe the speed is really worth it for this, because I'm getting robots down a lot quicker now. I just got to be extra careful. Ooh, fuck! I just completely ripped my motor off. Didn't even need the wheel to be attached to detach first. It just completely ripped. Alright, that pulverizer is a lot more damaging than I thought it might be. And now I gotta be really, really careful because it's almost dead. So, oh, actually, that's just had a mini havoc explosion. That motor just made Jackpot have a mini havoc explosion, and I almost managed to havoc right into the pit, which would have been so helpful. But I'll actually get this under and done with in. Okay, I'm honestly gonna repair the HPZ. I'm not doing this. Oh god, I have to repair. Alright, I apologise for this. I'm actually gonna have to forfeit the event. I believe I hit a game-breaking glitch with this tournament where basically I believe if you get like a motor ripped off, and you know you can't actually repair the wheel or something, I believe whenever you start the fight, it just crashes right on just after the 3-2-1. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to finish that tournament off. Anyway, I've got 4 more tournaments to go. Kind of want this just to get over and done with. And we're in the combat arena again, so hopefully the fights go pretty quickly. We're up against Ninja, and I've already ripped off one of its weapons completely off. So that just shows how powerful this robot is at full speed. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to use its weapon. Well, one of its weapons. The other one's... Actually, no, that was the other motor. Not the actual other weapon. Now I'm completely out of control here. Anyway, I've got it completely into a corner, so... if I actually manage to get control of this, which, yeah, I've got no idea why it does it. I believe it's just the way, because the drive not on the base plate, it sometimes randomly does that. It's completely destroyed now, so I'm not gonna have to worry about the countdown. Repair as much as I can. In fact, that's going to be everything. With only 10 seconds to spare, actually, which is a good sense of timing. Oh, I thought that hit would have been much bigger there. I mean, I got quite a lot of speed and it hit quite accurately as well. Only problem is I may have just hit directly onto the iron spike, so didn't really do too much damage. And it just gifted him quite a few points. I mean, not that it's going to matter in the end, but yeah, like, the thing to note is, points really do not matter if you got a robot like this. It's pretty much just, you either fuck up with driving and you completely immobilize yourself, or you just completely destroy the other robot. Or in the rare case that it does go to points, you're usually going to have a lot more. So it doesn't really matter what points the opponent gets. Now I've got 20 seconds to complete my goal, and I do it in 43 seconds. Repair, 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 repair. I can't repair everything. Doesn't really matter. I'm up against the little dog again. Kind of tired of versing up against the same opponents. This is kind of why I wish. This is kind of why I just prefer Exhibition, because you don't necessarily have to face up against the same robots all over and over again. Wow. But yeah, I'm actually doing a pretty good job of avoiding the wedge this time, so for the most part anyway. Finally got one more decent hit to actually go, and pretty much I'm done with this robot. Ooh. Well, done with Little Dog anyway for this fight. Oh my god! Now I've got control problems though. There you go. So I was quicker than the last time I faced Little Dog by about 20 something, over 20 seconds. Let's repair everything. I can't repair the last wheel. Doesn't matter. Thankfully, it didn't get completely ripped off, so I didn't have to retire. Got a little bit of a hit there. Unfortunately, I didn't hit too much of it. But it doesn't really matter. Oh, wow. Are you serious? I thank God this robot is invertible. I would be so fucked if it's not. Not even just because of the other robots, mostly because of just the drive. And how much it tends to just fuck up. Anyway, that wheel should be going off pretty soon. I'm surprised it didn't just go off there. Anyway, I finally get it off. Anyway, should I just keep dragging it around? I suppose I should. There you go. Just a little tap there and it's all done. Was that the last round? Yes, it was. Nice. Only 3 more fights to go for this season. Alright, this is a King of the Hill match, so again, I'm not going to bother too much about the actual King of the Hill stuff. I'm just going to focus on destroying. I'm against Berserker again, which is nice. So I've only faced Berserker like once in this whole entire episode, and it's already been like, this is a 7th tournament, so it's a bit weird. I've only seen this once, and I've seen like, I don't know, something like Catfish like a billion times, probably like 5 times if I had to guess. So yeah, Berserker's in the lead at the moment. It probably, hopefully it won't be for long. And Ninja's, I just completely ripped something off Ninja and Havoc'd, which, you know, does seem pretty standard if I say so myself, and now I've completely Havoc'd. And now Ninja's completely Havoc'd again. Well, we've got quite a lot of Havoc's going on here. I believe this could be the reverse angle motor on Ninja that's caused it, that got completely ripped off. Anyway, Civil Disobedience seems to be immobilized, so that door over and done with. I've managed to completely rip a wheel off Ninja there. I don't want to accidentally remove the counter on. Wow, that actually ended up being a pretty pro move, flipping Ninja over. Just for my own drive fuck up. But yeah, Berserker doesn't have too much armor left, so if I keep dragging around, I should be good. and maybe get a little bit more of a light tap. It definitely does not have too long to go in terms of armor, and some of it have got completely ripped off. I believe it's from his end because I don't see any weapons removed at mine. Anyway, one more hit will do it. Oh god, I thought I just got stuck on top of my own razor there. But yeah, Berserker's been taken care of. Get that razor back on. And what I'm up against now, Mad, Bot 204 and Jackpot. Other robots I've seen quite a lot in this episode. Not so much Mad, but Bot 204. No, even Mad I would say. I've seen quite a few times. Oh god, the drive. It's having some problems right now. And apparently I've got some smoke coming out of me. I mean, not that smoke really matters in this game, but I mean, it kind of does, like, as an indicator for, like, damage. But in the long run, it does not really matter. Anyway, these robots are not damaged as much as I thought they would be. Especially Jackpot, because I've got quite a few hits on that, it feels like. But Jackpot's managed to hit the top end of Mad, so that probably should have done a bit of damage there. I'm still got problems with my drive, which is a shame. Bot 204 is actually getting completely flipped. Mad's apparently getting points. I'm spinning in circles and with no way to actually get back up. So unfortunately this is quite tough to actually drive. Jackpot's actually being completely flipped over as well, so Mad's going to be the only thing I have to really deal with. And of course it just managed to rip off one of my wheels. See, I may actually be done for in this event. Because he's getting way too many points and I don't have too much drive at the moment. Oh, nope. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I'm at the end of the event. I've got nothing. I've got nothing here. It's just going to be a waste of time. Get second place overall, which is not bad. I'll get the same amount of points with the win though, which is pretty cool, I suppose. Not that that really matters, but I pretty much won the event anyway. And this is the arena I'm most worried about. This ring top arena. The amount of control that this thing. There you go. That is why. That is why. I completely lost control of the robot there and managed to just completely go out of the arena completely. See, this robot is not made for that kind of event. Anyway, this is another King of the Hill, isn't it? Great. I mean, at least we're up against some original robots, like Roly Poly, I believe we've seen. Stinger we faced once. And then Scout we've not faced in this episode either. So we've got two new robots and a robot I haven't faced too much in this event. I mean, this episode. But yeah, Scout's probably the best one. Actually, no, probably Stinger just because of the poker. And Scout's literally just a flipper with a forklift arm. So yeah, it's not going to do too much unless your robot happens to be not invertible or can't self-right, which, to be fair, does actually signify the other two robots, but it's not going to matter much against me. Oh, I just got to maintain control. We actually get a pretty big hit on the Scout there. So yeah, the only thing I can somewhat hope oh nope, I just managed to do it myself. I was gonna say hope Scout flips over Roly Poly, but I actually managed to do that myself, so it does not really matter. So yeah, I gotta keep control of this. Alright, now I've got a decent chance to actually attack. Get some good damage in here. Oh, actually, no, I've just managed to completely push a Scout out of the way. If I wanted to, I can just collect points. Now I'm completely stuck over the forklift arm. But yeah, if I wanted to, I could probably just get some points myself. But now he's made to find a way to completely get points for himself. What's been counted out? Roly Poly. In fact, I've managed to completely stop the count. Which is probably not the best idea of me. I don't know if it's really going to matter, but... Oh, you're kidding me. I was actually... had a pretty good grip in there. And of course, The drive completely managed to spaz it out. I managed to completely rip off the forklift arm, so that's not going to be a worry. Not that it ever was a worry, if I say so myself. You know, I might turn this into a sit-and spinner when I'm at the this area here. It may actually work a bit better. Only problem is it seems to be able to. Now it just rolls off the. There you go. So Scout's completely done for. Stinger's been counted out. I can't believe it hadn't been counted out already. But yeah, Stinger's been eliminated. I eliminate everyone. It's actually quite tough, just because King of the Hill is really annoying in my opinion. They're not that fun in my opinion. It's just better just to completely go ahead and destroy everything. Now we got Arc Pounder in this event, so or in this round, so it should not be a tough kill there. As I've proven, that can just be killed in just literally like 2 hits. If we have a pop-up, probably could be you could probably one-hit some of these robots, even with a lightweight pop-up, which I've never actually built one just because I don't know why I've never built a lightweight pop-up. I believe, I don't know, I just like the stability and creativity of building like middle and heavyweight pop-ups. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, this drive's messing up more than usual at the moment. Can't seem to be going the right way, it just seems to be lifting up for no reason. I know it's been a common complaint with this event, this episode, but yeah, it's just so annoying when it happens. Anyway, I just managed to rip off the wheel and the sledgehammer of Arc Pounder. So a bit of a 2 for 1 there. The only problem is I don't actually know if I hit the chassis yet, because it has literally none of its health has actually gone down. And now my robot's completely out of control. So yeah, please don't tell me it's going to be literally another lost cause. Oh my god. I did have a comment saying that this setup did increase havocs, or he may have been referring to my Snapper 2 setup that I tried. I don't know if that's really the case. I believe that's just part of a different glitch altogether known as AGOD, or Axle Loading, or Axle Glitch of Death. Where basically your collision meshes, which I showed off a little bit in the last episode, basically go completely out of order, and I believe that's what causes quite a lot of havoc and problems that I've seen. But yeah, I don't know if it's really all connected it's all connected with snapper loading or anything like that. But anyway, I got enough points now to actually win, so maybe I just have to hold out here. Everything seems stuck on each other as well, so yeah, I may just go on a bit of a destroying spree, because I got nothing else to do, and I've collected pretty much just enough points, so it does not really matter what I decide to do from now on, unless I actually completely immobilize myself somehow, which would be pretty hard for me to do. I've completely immobilized Jackpot as well. Now I'm just basically going to focus on Arc Pounder, which only has one wheel left and nothing else. So yeah, maybe like a couple more good hits and I can completely destroy it. So yeah, now it's completely lost now in fact it's actually completely lost its wheel, so I'm just going to destroy it so I don't have to wait as long. And then Jackpot's been counted out, so I'll get the trophy here. I'll get the Golden Sawblade, of course. 36 and 8 record in overall, so I managed to lose 3 fights, I believe. The King of the Hill, the tabletop, and when I fell into the pit on the Metal Skull Arena. So yeah, that was part 14 of Robot Arena 2. I'll be back for part 15 of Robot Arena 2 in the next coming days. I'll probably be back on the Robot Wars mod, if not the DSL in real life AI pack, or in real life based pack, where basically all the bots are basically robots that are pretty much based off of in real life bots, not completely replicas, but just got sort of the same styles and everything. Because I did make another BattleBot replica that I'm pretty proud of. I still got to put some finishing touches on it, add a little bit of a tail on the back. I don't know if it gives you a clue. It's not really like a real well-known BattleBot by any means, but still, if it gives you a hint, I believe it was either in Series 4 or 5 it debuted. It had like previous iterations in like Season 3. But I don't believe this edition actually made it onto the TV round, so if you can guess the name of the robot, then full credit. Like, comment down below if you've got an idea. But yeah, you'll be seeing that in action next episode. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you guys are ready for the next. And yeah, I'll see you guys then.